Welcome back to Footballology. So you guys clearly see the question on the screen. One of these linebackers have to go. And if you guys are like me, you're probably following numerous groups on Facebook and Twitter, Instagram. You're just following a whole bunch of people and things like that. So you guys see these things like this. And so I seen it this morning and I wanted to answer the question. I ended up answering the question. One has to go. And I said Ray Lewis. And I pretty much turned the group on fire at that point. People were like not coming after me, but they were definitely like preaching to me like, hey, bro, like, why Ray Lewis? Like, that's a joke. You're laughing. Like, you're serious. And then I was like, okay, for me, I love Luke Kuechly. I think Luke Kuechly is a really good inside linebacker. I think what he's done for Carolina, I think he is the staple of Carolina's defense and what he brings to the table. Same thing for Patrick Willis in that Niners defense. I think if anything consistent on that Niners defense, it was Patrick Willis for sure, 100%. Unfortunately, he retired really early. Like, I wasn't ready for Patrick Willis to retire when he retired. He was one of my favorite inside linebackers. And then you got Ray Lewis, who is definitely the face of Baltimore. When Baltimore moved, or when the Colts moved to Baltimore and they became the Ravens and things like that, him and Jonathan Ogden were staple pins or like pins of that team. They were building blocks for that team. And you could definitely see Baltimore built the team around Ray Lewis and everything like that. So the way I posed the question to one of the people in the comment section, I was like, hey, if I was building a team, which one of these linebackers would I have picked? And Bobby Wagner is the guy. Bobby Wagner is my dude. And the argument pretty much, or the discussion, I'm not going to say argument, the discussion was pretty much between Ray Lewis and Bobby Wagner. And, you know, they're both elite players and things like that. And then, you know, comparing awards and stats and things like that. And at the end of the day, if I'm building a defense, I'm still building it around Bobby Wagner. Bobby Wagner's my dude. B-Wag, I love me some Bobby Wagner. I can watch him all day long. Dude's a monster in the middle of the field. I feel like he's not the best, but he's definitely right there with Ray Lewis. Like, and that's just how I feel. Luke Kuechly, I'm a huge Luke Kuechly fan, don't get it wrong. And I'm definitely a huge Patrick Willis fan. But Bobby Wagner's my dude. And that was my argument pretty much. Like, a lot of people were saying Bobby Wagner had to go. Bobby Wagner was everyone's go. Like, everyone's like, hey, get him out of here kind of type dude. Everybody was still picking Patrick Willis, and everybody's picking Luke Kuechly, and then obviously Ray Lewis. But the argument pretty much was, or the discussion was pretty much between Bobby Wagner and Ray Lewis, and why they felt like Wagner had to go, and why I felt like Lewis had to go. And like I said, in today's NFL, I'm still taking Bobby Wagner. And yesterday's NFL, I'm taking Bobby Wagner. Like, Bobby Wagner, I feel like he's close to being a generational player. Dude's a tackling machine. Dude's a coverage machine. He can do a lot of things. And I feel like if you're good enough, you can build a defense around him. And not only build a defense around him, have him be the focal point and be a monster and just be successful. I feel like the success, even today, the success of the Seattle defense is predicated off of what Bobby Wagner does. And I don't think a lot of players can say that as far as like going out, like not these guys, but a lot of players that can say that like the defense, just defensively, that's predicated on one player's success. And these guys are, all four of them were that defensive staple pin for their respective teams. But I just feel like Bobby Wagner is just that much better. Like, if I had to, Bobby Wagner is my go-to. But like I said, my guy on this list that I would take off is definitely Ray Lewis. I don't feel like Ray Lewis could actually play in today's NFL. If we're talking about today's NFL, I think that he would definitely get his ankles taken. He would definitely get his draws taken by a lot of these running backs. You think about Alvin Kamara, you think about Saquon Barkley, you think about Christian McCaffrey, you think about some of these running backs that are coming out of the backfield, and that's just running backs. Then you flip it to the tight end position, and you got guys like Evan Ingram running in that tight end now. You got like wide receivers running at tight end. Not saying Bobby Wagner can take those guys, but I'm just saying though, like Bobby Wagner is that much more elite in coverage that I feel like he could be more effective, or at least affect the pass or affect the play a little bit more than Ray Lewis could. But Ray Lewis is still a GOAT. Like, don't get me wrong. Ray Lewis is still a beast. He's still the best inside linebacker at the end of the day. But if you're telling me that I had to start a franchise and one of these guys is going to be Bobby Wagner, and if you tell me that I only can pick three of these guys on this list, I'm taking Wagner, Willis, and Kuechly all day. I just feel like they're more equipped for what you would have to throw at them in today's NFL. And possibly they could still be effective in yesterday's NFL as well. Definitely Patrick Willis in yesterday's NFL. I feel like Patrick Willis is that right on that line. I think he could go both ways. But Bobby Wagner is just my dude. Like, I could not say Bobby Wagner. Like, as soon as I seen this picture, Ray Lewis was the go-to. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Let me know who would you take off this list. Is Wagner gone? Let me know in the comment section. I'm definitely excited to hear from you guys. And like I said, all this credit goes to the Gridiron Battle Zone group on Facebook. So if you guys are either from that group or if you guys haven't seen that group before, definitely go check them out. And they've posted like so many things and so many different discussions and things like that, and I love it. And so, like, I love, like, talking football. I tell you guys this all this time. So definitely comment in the comment section below who would you take off this list. And make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel today. And definitely go check out that Battle Zone group. Gridiron Battle Zone group. Definitely go check them out. And also be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel today and become a footballologist. And stay safe.